Sixth graders, in our lesson today, in lesson 3.5, we're going to talk about solving problems by making an organized list of possible answers and looking for a pattern. Maybe using the list to count up and to find the answers. So, for example, look at this problem. At camp, each group of campers are given pieces of rope that measure 4 feet long, 6 feet, 9 feet, and 10 feet. If they are allowed to tie 2 pieces together, how many different lengths can they make? Well, when you are given a situation like this, you can make what's called a rectangular array. This works really well for combination problems. When you have 2 that you're going to use to make a combination. Okay? Why don't you just listen in? So, a rectangular array uses a rectangle format to list all of the possibilities going down and then list the possibilities going across. So, 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, 10 feet, and then the same thing going across the top. 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, and 10 feet. It kind of looks like a number chart if you were looking at a number chart of the multiples of numbers. Now with this list, with this rectangular array, you can write down the possibilities. Okay? So, for example, you could attach a 4-foot, wait a second now, we have to see, can you attach a 4-foot with a 4-foot? Nope, because there's only one 4-foot length. So we can't do that. Put an X there. But we can attach a 4-foot with a 6-foot. So we could add a 4 plus 6. We could attach a 4-foot with an 8-foot. And we could attach a 4-foot with a 10-foot. Right?
I don't get any of this. What do you mean?
Oh wait, I'm sorry, not an 8-foot, a 9-foot.
Still don't get it.
That's not a question, so maybe you should just wait then and see if you
Can
can.
you explain it?
I am explaining it more. I'm showing you the answer.
Yeah, but
We don't know what the problem is. What's the problem? Why can't
The
you?
problem is, how many different lengths of rope can you make by attaching 2 of these together?
What? Then why can't you do 4?
Well, because there's only one 4-foot length. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 campers that are each given a different length of rope. Right? Okay. And a person with a 4-foot piece could tie it to a person with a 6-foot piece, and they could make a 10-foot rope. Right? A person with a 4-foot could tie it to a 9-foot rope and make a 13-foot rope. Or a person could tie their a 4-foot piece of rope to a 10-foot piece of rope and make a 14-foot. Right?
What? Yeah. Can't you just add all of them?
Minus
together?
1. You guys, that is not how we run our class. Okay? If you have a question, you have to raise your hand. can't all talk at once. I'm happy to answer your questions, but you have to follow our procedures, okay? So, with the 4-foot length, by attaching it to either a 6, a 9, or a 10, you could make these different lengths ropes, right? Now, what we're learning is we're making an organized list. So we make sure that we get all of the possible combinations. With the, if you start with the 6-foot length, you've already attached it to the 4-foot length. So we can't do that again. We already have a 10-foot rope, and we have a 13-foot rope, and we have a 14-foot rope. But the person with the 6-foot rope could attach it to a 9-foot rope. Whoops, 6 plus 9. So we could make a 15-foot. Stop talking, raise your hands. Or a person with a 6-foot rope could attach it to a 10-foot rope and make a 16-foot. Or if we start with the 8-foot, we, sorry, the 9-foot, that's right. Made that mistake the first time. Here we go. So, starting with the 9-foot, we already have a 13-foot rope. So we don't need to attach that to the 4-foot. But the 9, oh, we have a 9 and a 6. But we don't have a 9. Oh, we can't attach the 9 to the 9. But we can attach the 9 to the 10. The 9-foot rope to the 10-foot rope makes a 19-foot rope. And then the 10-foot rope has already been attached to the other 3. So, the 10-foot rope has already been used with all of them. Okay? Now, what we can do with this list then is we can see that all of the possibilities have been used, and you can answer the question by looking at all of the different lengths that you can make. You can make a 10-foot, you can make a 13-foot, a 14-foot, a 15-foot, a 16-foot, or a 19-foot. Now, let's see if that answers the question. At camp, each group of campers are given pieces of rope that can measure 4-foot, 6-foot, 9-foot, and 10-foot. If they were allowed to tie 2 pieces together, how many different lengths can they make? How many different lengths could they make? Calvin? 6. They could make 6 different lengths. Okay, and then you can just count to see the different lengths. Shania?
Why are there X's and why can't you do 9 plus 9?
Because there's only one piece of 9-foot rope.
But there's one piece of 4, but you added that with 6 and 9. And there's only
We
one.
didn't add the 4-foot to the 4-foot. Because there's only one 4-foot piece of rope.
But then how come there's only
One person. One person. Then what?
Then how come there's only 1 9 and 0 10s?
1, 9, and 0, 10.
Like at the end, there's only one of those.
Right, because what we've done is we've attached the 10-foot to the 4-foot. We've attached the 10-foot to the 6-foot. And the 10-foot to the 9-foot. So, we put an X here to show that you can't, that's not a possibility. Alright? Each of the X's represents a combination that we cannot make, or we can't use. Okay? That's how an array works. That's how you can put combinations together and show all of the different combinations. Alright? Like I said, it's similar to a multiplication chart. A multiplication chart. Or, here's one. Let's say that we have 2, There we go. Let's say that we have 2 dice. Okay? And you roll the 2 dice,
It's 7.
and each time you can add the sum of the numbers when you roll the dice. How many different sums could you get? Right? So how would you figure that out? How could you figure out how many different sums you can get by rolling 2 dice? How could you show how many different sums you can get?
I just there's the same number on each dice, right? So couldn't you just add up 6 plus 6 and get 12?
No.
Are there only 12 different sums?
No.
There's infinity.
Is there a way that you could show it and figure it out? Yeah, exactly. So what could you do? Sit down, Colton. Yes,
Arthur, he called him.
Arthur.
Oh, what?
You had
Oh,
your hand up.
it's 36, right?
36 different sums?
Yeah.
So you can make a sum of 36?
No, I'm saying you
No, you
can
can
make
make 36
36
different
different ones.
Are you sure?
Different possibilities. Means you have
All right,
to have
let's see if you're right.
sums.
Let's see if you're right.
I thought
Stop talking. So on one dice you could get, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay?
Yes.
Then on the other dice, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? So, what if we roll a 1 and a 1? What's the sum? 3. And I'm writing down the sums, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? How about the 2 and a 1? Sam? 3, but we already have 3. So that's not a different sum, is it?
Oh, I thought.
Oh! How many different sums? Okay. Stop talking. Stop talking and listen. So by writing down the possibilities, you can actually count, can't you?
I can.
Okay? You can count the different sums that you can get. So what I want you to do for tomorrow is finish this problem. Okay? Finish this problem and then go to page 100 and do 1, 2, and 3. Numbers 1, 2, and 3. Page 100. Do 1, 2, and 3. Okay?
Can we skip our time to go lunch?